Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Why is the middle class shrinking? Why are people facing an affordability crisis while marginalized individuals called informals grow in numbers? Join me as I travel the world, speaking with people living in invisibility, the leaders working to solve it, and uncovering the hard truths shaping our economy and daily reality.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
It is the anniversary of D-Day tomorrow in a matter of hours. And it is the 82nd anniversary. And John, I'm sentimental because I think about how I called in to all of you guys 2 years ago. And then I also was there at the 75th. And I just want to say, to me, it was one of the greatest moments of my life to be with these guys now in 100. And they were teenagers and had the guts of steel to storm those beaches. And so to me, it's really sentimental. And I'm so glad we're honoring them. And who better, John, than our guest here and our dear friend, the great Jack Jacobs, Medal of Honor recipient.
Jack, we miss you. We don't see enough of you.
Well, I don't see enough of you, John and Rita. It's so good to be with you today.
Oh, Jack, what do you think about and explain how pivotal D-Day was? And, I think about these young guys who were so, in their hundreds, still so proud of what they did that day, the sacrifice. When you go to Normandy, I'm sure you have, Jack, you see that beach, you wonder how anybody survived.
Well, it puts a real chill up your spine. I'll tell you an interesting story. After I was decorated, which was a long time ago, one of the other Medal of Honor recipients was a guy named Walter Ehlers. Walt was in the 1st Infantry Division and was there on D-Day with his brother, and both of them were in the same unit, and they knew it was going to be really tough. They knew a lot of people weren't going to come back, and they made a pact between the two of them. They said that if one of them falls, the other one is going to keep going. And Walter's brother was killed on the beach. Walter kept going, and on D+2, he conducted actions which got him the Medal of Honor. But he was one of many people who, without whom we wouldn't be here today. The world changed dramatically because of that pivotal day. My first assignment was when I came in the Army in 1966, was in 2nd Battalion Airborne, 505th Infantry in the 82nd Airborne Division, which jumped into St. Mary Glees behind the lines on D-Day. My battalion commander had been an enlisted man in that unit and jumped into Normandy, survived, got a battlefield commission, and later as a company commander jumped into Nijmegen, the bridge too far, where we had more Americans killed. But if it weren't for these kids, and they were all kids, if it weren't for these kids, we wouldn't have won the war, and they knew it was going to be tough. We lost 5,000 killed on that day, and I think about them all the time because without them, we wouldn't be around.
Jack, my father was rescued by American troops, and they believe they came through D-Day and later freed my father, who escaped from the prisoner of war camp. So for me, I don't know how I could ever thank America or American troops enough, especially those brave men. I think, was it one of the ones who maybe I met who rescued my own father?
We forget about it all because it was so long ago. We decided that we were going to stay out of the war as long as possible. We were very isolationist and so on until we got attacked. And on the 8th of December, the day after the Japanese attack, we had hundreds of thousands of young people go to reception stations around the country to go defend the Republic. We lost almost 500,000 Americans killed during the war. And that was indeed the greatest generation. My father was studying electrical engineering at the University of Minnesota, was dragged summarily out of school about 8 weeks before graduation, thrown into the Army, and fought in New Guinea and the Philippines with the Army. Hated getting dragged out of school, hated getting shot at. Nobody likes that very much. Got out of the Army the instant he could when the war was over. By the way, he was a sergeant. His troops called him the old man. He was 26. Everybody else was 18, 19 years old. But when he got to be my age, all he would talk about was how proud he was at having saved the world, and his generation had done exactly that. And if we forget the service and sacrifice of the kids who stormed the beaches in 1944, tomorrow, 1944, we're going to regret it.
Well, it's a day to remember. We should always remember, never forget. We never forget Pearl Harbor. We never forget 9/11. And we should, especially on Memorial Day and especially on Veterans Day and all the special holidays.
And every day, I think, should be a Veterans Day. I really do.
We all agree. And we have to remember that we've got kids out there right now, and most of them are kids. Well, everybody's a kid to me, but they're all young people out there who've decided that they're going to serve, and many of them have and will again sacrifice. And while we're enjoying ourselves, we got to keep in mind that we can enjoy ourselves because there are kids out there doing what they're doing now.
Yes, it's the only reason we can enjoy ourselves in New York or wherever we are. And thank you, Jack Jacobs, for everything you've done, and thank you for carrying the message to everybody out there.
And you too. You do so much work with the kids, the PAL, with bringing the message of service and sacrifice and freedom and community, which is the most important thing. Every time I listen to one or both of you, I'm always reminded of an observation by, I think it was Benjamin Franklin just before the Revolution, who said, "We either hang together or we will surely hang separately." And you bring the message of community to all of us in New York and all of us around the country.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
We love
Jacobs.
you, Jack.
We love you.
Give Sue a hug. Give your wonderful wife Sue a hug.
Yeah, we got to go dancing again real soon.
I know, the best dancers.
Thank you so much.
Let me tell you about ProHealthConnect.com. It's transforming healthcare payments, providing retailers a seamless process for over-the-counter and healthy benefit programs. By connecting retailers, health plans, and payment processors, ProHealth Connect creates one powerful, unified network. They empower independent grocers and pharmacies to accept health benefit cards without changing how they do business. With over 10,000 locations nationwide, helping more than 1.3 million people access the care and nutrition they need. Go to ProHealthConnect.com.